everyone, Big Pauly back for a new video. Yes, today I am going through my entire Blu-ray pickup for the month of August. That's right, it's the August movie haul. Oh my god, and is it a haul? Probably one of my biggest haulers actually. Well, I've got a haul down the bottom of the stairs. But anyway, oh, this is going to take a bit of time to get through. I'll try and divide them into sections. We've got 50-ish. I know, I think I went a bit nuts in August. Right, okay, let's not dwindle anymore. Let's get on to it. Right, what do we got first? These are in no particular order. Right, these first ones are from some viewers and subscribers that were kind enough, out of the goodness of their heart, to send them in for me. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so I've got Hercules 3D with Dwayne Johnson. Not seen this film, but it's in 3D, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one. I've seen the 2D one in Poundland many times, but I didn't want to pick it up because I wanted the 3D. So somebody saw I didn't have it and sent it in to me. Also, we have the Public Enemies metal pack, iron pack, steel pack, whatever you want to call it, with the hinge on the side there. So good film with Johnny Depp. And I did actually find a copy of this in the store myself, and I was sent a copy from one of my viewers. Unfortunately, the copy that was sent to me had a slight dent in it, courtesy of Royal Mail. So I gave that one away, and or I'm giving that one away, and I'm keeping the pristine one for myself. But yes, thank you for sending it to me, even though it's got a little ding on it. Okay, next up we have the director's cut of Holloman with Elizabeth Shue and Kevin Bacon. Have seen this one many years ago, probably about the time that it came out. But apparently there was a second film as well. I didn't even know there was a second film, but I don't think any of the original cast are in it. Oh yes, right, okay, this one, in my Poundland pickups, I was fortunate enough to actually find Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons. Yes, oh god, I just can't remember the name of these films. And I was fortunate enough to be sent Inferno, because I haven't seen this one in Poundland for probably months and months and months, if not, you know, about a year. So someone saw that I was missing this one, so they sent it in. Thank you very much. Another great film sent in by a viewer is Jaws, with some nice spot gloss and embossing there. Very nice, with a nice slip cover. Fantastic. The very first summer blockbuster. Also sent in by the same person. Film that I've not seen before, but I like zombie stuff. Train to Busan, or Busan, or whatever you want to call it. Heart-pumping action throughout. Best zombie movie since 28 Days Later, apparently. But it does look good. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And get me some zombie action. Okay, now we're going on to some CEX titles. Pick this one up for £1.50. Don't know too much about the actual film and the animation of it, but it does look good. Looks a bit scary. ParaNorman. And this is Blu-ray 3D and the DVD. So I specifically picked it up because it's a 3D one. I like my 3D animation. I picked up Casino Royale for 50p to complete my Daniel Craig Bond series. Recently picked this one up for £2. I think it's £2. Yes, £2. The Guard with Don Cheadle and Brendan Gleeson. It does look funny. Something to do with, I don't know, prison guards or small town cop. But yeah, it looks good. Never heard of it though, but looks good. This one I found in a charity shop in Dover in the good old British Heart Foundation. Looked good, never heard of it. Steve Buscemi's in it. Lean on Pete. So it does look a bit of a, maybe a coming of age movie, or a self-exploration movie across the deserts and all that kind of stuff. Emotional, epic, and masterpiece. So I'm looking forward to watching that one, actually. Also from the same charity shop, picked up a film with Noel Clarke called Storage 24, which is about a military cargo plane that's crashed in London, scattering highly classified contents across the city. So I suppose whatever contents they found are actually in this locker. So looks interesting. Yeah, not bad. This one was from the HMV bargain bin, from the producer of Man on Wire, called The Imposter. It was £5.99, and this is something to do with the disappearance of a kid. He disappeared from Texas. 3 years later, he was found in Spain, disoriented and quivering with fear. And he says, while he bears many of the same distinguishing marks and tattoos, the boy looks decidedly different and now speaks with a strange accent. Yeah, I think it's based on a true story, but I think there's a bit of a twist or a bit of a dodgy ending, that maybe it was like a big con. I don't know too much, but very interested to see what that's like. I picked up a Disney Pixar film in 3D for £4, Monsters Inc., so that I can rebuild my Pixar collection. I had most of the Pixar films on Steelbook, but some of the Steelbooks I didn't like, and some of them only had like 1 disc slot, so I'm just rebuilding them. I sold a lot of them, and I'm just rebuilding them with these 3D ones. This one I picked up, I believe, also from CEX. Yes, £3.50. Called Afterlife, with Liam Neeson and Christina Ricci. How can you save yourself if you're already dead? Looks interesting. Looks a bit of a kind of like a Flatliners movie. So that's good. I picked this one up. I'd already got this one on Steelbook, but I wanted to see what it was going to look like in a pink case. And the pink case came from Bridesmaids. And it really works well on Baby Driver. It looks fantastic, actually, with Baby Driver. So, yeah, I'm happy that actually turned out really well. Next one, also from CEX. Looks a bit of a laugh, with Elijah Wood. Cooties, or Cooties, about a load of kids that go apeshit, turn into zombies and start killing teachers and other pupils or something like that. Based on a true story. But that does look actually quite funny. This one I picked up in Maidstone's CEX. I never heard of it, but I saw the name William Shatner and I thought, oh, I've got to have that. Being a big Star Trek fan. It's called Soul Survivor. So yes, it's got 2 discs, DVD and a Blu-ray, in a clear case. Terrible Secrets Never Die. So it kind of reminded me of a bit of a the one with Dennis Quaid, Phoenix, Flight of the Phoenix, that sort of thing. Okay, pick this one up. I'm starting to add to my Marvel Disney Red Sleeve collection, because I am missing quite a few of them, and some of them are really hard to get hold of in good quality. But I saw this one in CEX in Maidstone, absolute mint slip, for £8. So I picked up Ant-Man with a nice kind of like hollowy foil type of effect on there. So yes, I'm happy I picked that one up for £8 as well. That's really good. So I'm hoping to pick up a few more of those. I've seen things like Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen some Winter Soldiers in various CEX, but the slips are quite tatty. So I'm just looking for really good ones. Bridesmaid. Of course, the only reason I picked that up was because of the pink case. But as I replaced the pink case, it's still got the pink tray in it. So I will actually watch Bridesmaid. And it's got the extended edition. I've never actually seen it, but I bet it's a barrel of laughs. So I will watch that actually. Another one I picked up from British Heart Foundation with John Cusack and an unrecognisable Thomas Jane, called Drive Hard, with a nice slip. So I don't know anything about this one, but looks something to do with it says a former race car driver turned driving instructor. Bloody hell. I was never like that when I was driving. When I learned to drive. Okay, next one picked up. I picked this one up from CEX. I don't know if it's out of print, but I don't think Amazon had it, and I think eBay wanted like £25 or something. World Trade Center with Nicolas Cage. But this is a really good Nicolas Cage film. And this is an Oliver Stone film. There is a slight spine cut on the actual plastic, but it doesn't go on the, doesn't actually affect the spine of the paper. So I might just have to swap that case out for a newer case. I picked up 2 copies of The Hunger Games, both the same, specifically for the red cases. That's all I wanted them for. I can toss the films. They were 50p each, but you can see I've already used one, and I've got to decide what to use that one on. I also picked up a DVD of Paige, the wrestler that the film Fighting With My Family was based on. So I thought this was about £3 in Asda, £2 or £3. I thought I'd better pick this up, watch this first before I actually watch the film. They can find out what it's all about. What's it all about? Fantastic. So that's that lot. Oh, holy crap. Right, it's nearly touching the ceiling. Right, okay, we've got to go up here, look. Right, okay, what we got up here then? Okay, so some animated stuff now. These are some of the main releases that came out, main chart releases. So I picked up The Missing Link, nice animated tale there, with Hugh Jackman doing the voice. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It looks interesting. It looks funny. And this was in HMV, and it was 2 for £25 or £14.99. Then I picked up 2 new releases from, it's not Arrow, is it? Second Sight. I picked up In Bruges, and also Flight of the Navigator. And they've both had big box editions for about £23. You know, you get the posters and the books and all that. But I really only wanted the movies, and I thought they looked really good in just these black cases. So they look fantastic actually with that artwork. So I'm happy with those. They were actually surprisingly in Sainsbury's. Never sell kind of stuff like that. Another animated tale. This one I'll be watching with Claire. It's got the voices of Jennifer Garner, Matthew Broderick, John Oliver, and the lovely Mila Kunis. Wonder Park. Looks a bit of a fun one, doesn't it? It's a shame there's no 3D on this one though. Okay, what's next? Oh yes, this is a Arrow release. I picked up one Arrow release. I can't remember which one it was, but I decided to pick this one up because it was like buy one get one free. And this is the Andromeda Strain from Jurassic Park creator Michael Crichton. It's been such a long time since I've seen this one, but I'm really looking forward to actually watching this. Plus, it's also got the nice thick book telling you all about the film as well. Brilliant. Next main release is from the writer and director of Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in Cell Block 99. I've got both of those films, so I've completed like the trilogy now. Dragged Across Concrete with Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn. So yes, looking forward to watching that. I'm not going to watch this yet though. I am actually going to watch Bone Tomahawk first, then Brawl in Cell Block 99, then that. This one from Eureka was not available when I went to go and pick it up in HMV because apparently they don't have a contract with the film company. So I just had to order it on Amazon. I got it the next day, literally. Used Cars with Kurt Russell and Jack Warden. Does look funny. Looks really funny. About a couple of used cars salesmen that just go at nothing to just get, you know, customers. Sabotage the other side just so that they can get car sales. Okay, so now we're on a load of Poundland pickups. Okay, in no particular order, just as I've stacked them, really. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren back together again. Blackwater. It's a submarine film. I do like my submarine films, and to have the Universal Soldier team back together, that's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy watching that one. And then we have one with Dwayne Johnson, Emma Roberts and Liam Hemsworth called Empire State. Looks a bit of an actioner there. It looks a bit of devastation. Sometimes these covers can be misleading. They put massive traumatic explosions and all that kind of stuff on the front cover, and it's never in the film. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Okie dokie. And I'm still looking. But for now, we've got the lovely Blake Lively in the Blu-ray edition of The Shallows. But I am still on the hunt for the 4K. Yes. And I have seen this a couple of times, the Blu-ray version, but not with a slip. So I was lucky to get a slip on that one. The steelbook of that is actually available in my CEX for £10. Okie dokie. A couple of Fantastic Fours now. One of these has been doing the rounds for quite a while, and the other one has only recently come into stock. So we have Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba, and we also have Fantastic Four, The Rise of the Silver Surfer. So this is the latest one. And they do look good, and when lined up, they actually look really good. So I'm happy I've managed to get both of those, both with slips. Okay, this is from one of their new waves of new Blu-rays that we're getting now. I picked up T2 Trainspotting for £2. We're starting to get some really good titles in Poundland. And I also picked up the original Flatliners with Kiefer Sutherland and Kevin Bacon. Have seen this, and Julia Roberts, not for a long time though, for many, many years. And this is also a good film with Denzel Washington and Bruce Willis. The Siege. Really good film. I do remember a scene in this with a bus, an exploding bus, but I'll have to rewatch that because it's been quite a while since I've seen it. And another Mel Gibson film, an extended cut on this. Really good film as well. Also stars Jason Isaacs and Heath Ledger, The Patriot. Really good war film. Talking of really good war films, and one that I've not seen for many years, Glory. Glory, 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 Blu-rays. Yes, with hello, I'm Morgan Freeman. And Denzel Washington and Matthew Broderick. With a nice gold embossed slip. Lovely slip. So I'm looking forward to actually watching that one again. It's been many years. Okay, these are the two that I was talking about that I recently picked up. Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. So now with the inclusion of Inferno, I've completed my Robert Langdon Tom Hanks series. For now, until we get the next one, whenever that will be, and whatever it will be. This one, I don't know why I picked it up. Probably because it's got Milla Jovovich. But I don't really know why. Maybe because it was there and I've never seen it. Faces in a Crowd. Don't know too much about it. But apparently it's Jovovich's best performance. Apparently. So that's good. Running out of space here. Also another one I was actually told to pick up, because I missed it so many times on the shelves. God's Pocket. With Philip Seymour Hoffman. And Christina Hendricks. Yeah, so that's good. Got that one. Another one with a big cast, including Sam Rockwell and Steve Carell and Tony Collette. The Way Back. Don't know anything about it, but it's from the studio that brought you Little Miss Sunshine. So looking forward to seeing that. All these Blu-rays and not much time to watch them in. Oh dear. And we recently lost the great Rutger Hauer. But I saw this in Poundland and I thought, I haven't got much Rutger Hauer stuff in my collection, so let's pick it up. Blast. Terrorism Has a New Arena. So I'd never really heard of it. He looks really young there. So this must be, I can't see a date because the sticker's over it, but this must be maybe 80s or 90s. What else have we got? Also, we have Now You See Me for £2. Good con, Las Vegas, like con card type of movie with Jesse Eisenberg. Great collective cast on that, including, you know, Woody Harrelson, Mark Ruffalo, Isla Fisher, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman. Great cast. And I'm just waiting for now Poundland to sort of like have Now You See Me 2. I've not actually seen Now You See Me 2. So that'd be good if we could find that one. This is also one of the more recent ones. Don't Breathe. About a couple of kids that invade this ex-soldier's house. Not knowing that he's actually blind and that he kicks ass. Played brilliantly by... What is his name? He's from Avatar. Stephen Lang, isn't it? Stephen Lang, yes. And a very creepy final scene in this, down in the basement. But it's a good film. It's a really good film. Another one I didn't know too much about. A few people were actually kind of surprised that this turned up in Poundland. I mean, I've never heard of it, but it's called Unfriended with a really nice slip. I don't know if it's anything to... If it's anything like the one with John Cho. Was it Missing or something? But it looks like kind of like an internet stalking movie. I don't know. But looks good. We'll give it a shot. Another one with a nice slip. We get some nice slips in Poundland. Starring Adrian Brody, John Malkovich and Antonio Banderas. See, great cast from the producer of The Expendables 1 and 2, London Has Fallen and Shoot 'Em Up. See, all of that, this film should be bloody good. Fantastic. Antonio Banderas there, looking mean. So I think that could be a good one, even if it is like low budget. I like me a bit of Chloe Grace Moretz. I'm watching more and more of her films, and I've never seen this one. This is one of the early ones. I was having a chat with Savannah in Australia the other night, for about 2 hours, I think. And there's a film where Chloe Grace Moretz is 7 years old, and she says the C word 3 times. I'm not sure what the title of the film's called. She did tell me, but it had a different title over here. She's managed to grab me a copy in Australia, uncut version, so she's going to send that over to me. But I think also Jennifer Lawrence is in the film as well, if I'm not mistaken. But this one does look good. All vampire-y and that kind of stuff. The big one that everybody's looking for in Poundland. Taxi Driver with a Slip. 40th Anniversary Edition. This is like gold dust in Poundland. And look at all the special features up here. Fantastic. If you can find that with a slip, you know you're doing something right. Couple more Poundland ones left. This one was £2, but most people have been picking this one up for about 50p. Keanu Reeves did Day the Earth Stood Still, the remake. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. Unfortunately, when I scanned it, it didn't come up as 50p. It came up as £2. Cheek. And this is another one that I picked up in 3D, Monster House. Apparently this is a really good film and really good 3D as well. Fantastic. Okay, so we are on to the last batch, which are the 4Ks. And this first one I didn't pick up, but was actually sent by one of my viewers, one of my subscribers. And yeah, it's fantastic. He sent me some fantastic artwork as well, which I've framed down here. I've got to find somewhere to put it on the walls. But he sent me a steelbook, 4K steelbook of The Matrix. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you again for that. But I've got it in one of its little plastic cases. I'm going to check the quality of this one out because I love The Matrix. And it's going to look absolutely fantastic in 4K, especially the HDR with all the green and everything. So that's The Matrix. And then, of course, we have a biggie, Captain Marvel. Fantastic. I love this film. I know a lot of people moan about, it's one of the weakest ones. And Brie Larson's one of the crappiest superheroes. But I love Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I actually prefer her with her long hair rather than her short hair like she had in Endgame. But this is a great film, and he's got the inclusion of Little Goose the cat there, which was behind all this lot. He's behind there somewhere. But yes, I do love that. I do love Captain Marvel. Talking of cats, I went to see this at the cinema, and I thought it was an okay film. I thought it was not a bad film. It's not as scary as the original, and it takes a few little different twists and a few little different turns. But I thought it was still an okay film. Pet Sematary. And Fred Gwynne being replaced there by John Lithgow, with and also Jason Clarke. But yeah, I thought it was actually quite not a bad film. I've seen worse. Next up, I had to get this because I was desperate to watch this film, even though it's not out here and for another maybe 6 to 8 weeks. Brightburn. That's right, Superman gone bad. I describe this as Zod coming to Earth instead of Superman and causing havoc and all that kind of stuff. Really good film, really enjoyed that. One of the most recent releases. I loved the first 2 films of this. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this, but I can only give it a try. And it looks good. It looks good. Hellboy. It looks fantastic, and it's got Mila Jovovich as well. So we'll see. We'll see. I do like David Harbour in Stranger Things, so it's going to be interesting to see how he's taken over from Ron Perlman. Dark Crystal, I picked this up for £9.99 on 4K in HMV recently. For the main reason, because I haven't got it, and also I wanted to re-watch it before watching the new Netflix show. So I've got to watch this first before I start on the new Netflix show. Next up, we have a beautiful steelbook from France, and this is Shazam, the film with Levi, isn't it? What's his name? Zachary Levi and Mark Strong. Yeah, really good film. Really enjoyed this film, part of the DC film. And this has got 4K at the top. It's got the 4K, the 3D and the Blu-ray as well, all in one steelbook. So very happy with that. Now, the last three are box sets. Okay, so the first box set, I've got to handle these ones really carefully because I don't want them to get all banged up. I need to get some sort of like bags or containers for these so that they, you know, they stay all nice and clean. We have Captain America, the 3-movie collection in 4K, and look at this, all the spot gloss on there, and the title is embossed, and you've got lots of spot gloss on the side there as well. Nice hard cases, 3 individual cases inside, not using this Disney retro artwork, but actually using like the poster art. So I'm really happy that I've got those on 4K. Fantastic. And then we also have to complement that with Iron Man, the 3-movie collection on 4K as well. Also with some nice spot gloss, embossing, and also on the spine there. And the same with these. Nice artwork. Fantastic. I would have liked them to have been individually released in 4K with nice glossy slipcovers like the UK Avengers series. But I'm happy that I've got all of these in a box set like that. So Thor comes out in about 2 weeks, I think, the Thor 4K box set. So I'm looking forward to picking that one up on day one to add to these two. Fantastic. And the last one, which was a bit of a shock price-wise, because I had no idea that this was being sold for that price until I received a message, and it was for the Mummy 4K Trilogy box set with a slip there, all the individual releases in there. Great artwork, love the artwork. And currently this is 50 quid. This is 50 quid on Zoom. But I got a message not so long ago to say that it was being sold on Zoom. I think it was 15 quid. I think it was 14.99. Oh, I might be mistaken. It might be 17.99. But I snapped it up straight away. Even with a discounted code, I managed to get it a little bit lower, a couple of quid lower. So yes, so I've got the Mummy box set there in 4K, and it's gone back up to 50 quid now. So that was a good buy. That was a really good buy. So there we go. So that's the haul. That's it. That's everything as far as I'm aware for the month of August. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you didn't get too bored. We'll try hopefully not to buy so many Poundland ones this month, because Poundland is just overpowering, and I'm finding places hard to put them. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, share if you've got any of that lot. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.